I have a question for you. Do you want to be a man or woman of prayer? Do we really want to be faithful and effective in the art and the ministry of prayer? Oh, this is so important to learn what it is to pray. Now, to do that, we need an education. Some of you watching this, you may be a civil engineer. And what did you do? You enrolled in a certain course of education to take you down a track to reach that objective. You may be a doctor, a dentist, a school teacher. Again, you enrolled in a certain course to take you down that track to reach that goal. What if we want to be men and women of prayer? What do we do? What's the first and most basic thing we need to do? We need to get schooled in how to pray by reading the Word of God, because the Word of God records in it tremendous examples of men and women praying, and there is just so much we can learn from their prayers. For example, from Moses, we learn to prevail with God in prayer. From Hannah, we learn to pour out our soul and pray with desperation. From David and the psalmists, we learn to cry out to God, be honest with God, and praise his name. From Nehemiah, we learn to get distressed about a situation and fast and pray for a prolonged period. From Daniel, we learn to make confessions to God on behalf of ourselves and of our nation. From Jesus, we learn in John chapter 17 to pray for church unity and to pray that God will sanctify the church by his truth. There is so much we can learn from Jesus in the realm of prayer. From the early church, we learn in Acts chapter 4 the value of praying for boldness and then receiving boldness from God in answer to our appeal. From Paul, we learn to pray intercessory prayers of love for individuals and churches. Oh, there is so much we can learn from the prayers of Bible characters. So if we want to get an education, if we want to go right back to 101 on where do I start, to be faithful and effective in prayer, we need to go to the Word, read the prayers of Bible characters, and be educated and inspired.